Let me tell y'all something. If you woke up this morning, you already winning. You might not have everything you want, but you got everything you need to keep going. See, life ain't about sitting around waiting for the perfect moment. It's about getting up and making things happen. Too many people let doubt, fear, and excuses stop them from stepping into their purpose. You keep saying, I'm waiting for the right time. Listen, the right time ain't coming. The time is now. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect because that day ain't never gonna come. You gotta move forward with what you have and trust that more will come along the way. Gratitude is one of the most powerful things you can practice in your life every single day. Before you even get out of bed, before you check your phone, before you start thinking about what you have to do, you need to take a moment and just say thank you. Because the fact that you woke up this morning means you've been given another chance. Somebody didn't wake up today. Somebody didn't get that opportunity, but you did. And that alone is a reason to be grateful. Too many people spend their days focusing on what they don't have. They wake up thinking about their problems, their struggles, their disappointments. They focus on what's missing, what's wrong, and what didn't go their way. And when you start your day like that, you're already setting yourself up to be frustrated, to be bitter, to be negative. But when you wake up with gratitude, when you take a moment to appreciate what you already have, your entire mindset shifts. Gratitude doesn't mean your life is perfect. It doesn't mean you don't have struggles. It just means you choose to focus on what's good instead of what's bad. It means you recognize that even in the middle of your challenges, there's still blessings all around you. You might not be where you want to be yet, but you're not where you used to be. That's something to be grateful for. You might not have all the money you want, but you got a roof over your head. You got food to eat. You got people in your life who love you. That's something to be grateful for. The way you start your day matters. If you wake up complaining, you'll find more things to complain about. But if you wake up grateful, you'll find more things to be grateful for. It's not about your circumstances, it's about your mindset. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It helps you see opportunities instead of obstacles. It helps you stay positive even when things aren't going your way. It reminds you that no matter what you're going through, you still have something to be thankful for. A lot of people think they'll be grateful when they finally get what they want. They say, I'll be happy when I get that job. I'll be happy when I make more money. I'll be happy when I finally reach my goal. But that's not how it works. If you're not grateful for what you have now, you won't be grateful when you get more. Because the truth is, if you can't appreciate the small things, you won't appreciate the big things either. Gratitude isn't about waiting for something good to happen. It's about recognizing the good that's already in your life. You have to train yourself to see the good. It's easy to focus on what's wrong. It's easy to dwell on the negative. But when you make the decision to be grateful, you start noticing things you used to overlook. You start seeing how blessed you really are. That's when your whole life starts to change. Because when you focus on your blessings, more blessings come your way. That's just how it works. Gratitude also helps you keep going when times get tough. Life is going to test you. There will be moments when you feel like giving up. There will be days when everything seems to be going wrong. But even in those moments, if you can find just one thing to be grateful for, it will give you the strength to keep pushing forward. It reminds you that you've made it through hard times before, and you'll make it through this too. It's not about pretending your problems don't exist. It's about choosing to focus on what's good in your life, even when things aren't perfect. Because no matter what you're going through, there's always something to be thankful for. And when you practice gratitude every day, it becomes a habit. It becomes a way of life. It changes how you see everything. The most successful people in the world practice gratitude daily. They don't wait for things to be perfect. They don't wait for everything to go their way. They wake up and they choose to be grateful. And that choice sets the tone for their entire day. Because when you focus on what's good, when you appreciate what you already have, you attract more of it. If you want more out of life, start by being grateful for what you have right now. Don't wait for the big moments. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Start today. Start right now. Wake up every morning and say, thank you. Recognize your blessings. Appreciate what you've been given. And watch how your life begins to change. A lot of people are waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the right time, waiting until they feel ready. But let me tell you something. The perfect time is never going to come. There will never be a moment where everything lines up exactly how you want it to. Life doesn't work that way. If you keep waiting, you'll be waiting forever. You've got to move now. You've got to take action with what you have, where you are, and trust that the rest will fall into place as you go. Too many people let fear and doubt hold them back. They say, I'll do it when I have more money. I'll start when I have more experience. I'll go for it when I feel more confident. But confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. You don't get confident by sitting around thinking about it. You get confident by doing, by trying, by failing, and by learning. You grow into the person you need to be by taking steps forward, even when you don't feel ready. Think about the most successful people in the world. They didn't wait until everything was perfect to start. They started with what they had. They started with uncertainty, with doubt, with fear, but they started anyway. That's the difference between people who succeed and people who don't. The ones who succeed are the ones who take action even when they're scared. They don't wait until they feel ready because they know that day may never come. Fear is always going to be there. It doesn't just disappear. You can't wait for fear to leave before you start moving. The only way to get past fear is to go through it. Every time you take action despite fear, it loses its power over you. Every time you push past doubt, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than you think. But if you keep waiting, if you keep putting things off, fear only grows bigger. It gets louder. It convinces you that you can't, that you're not ready, that you don't have what it takes. And if you listen to that voice, you'll stay stuck. Waiting doesn't get you anywhere. The more you wait, the more time you lose. And time is something you can never get back. You don't want to wake up 5 years from now and realize you're still in the same place because you were waiting for the right moment. You don't want to look back and regret not taking that chance, not going after that dream, not stepping into what you were meant to do. Every single day you wait is a day you could have been building, growing, improving. People like to make excuses. They say, I don't have the resources. I don't have the support. I don't know enough. But do you think the people who made it had everything figured out from the start? No. They figured it out along the way. They started where they were with what they had, and they trusted that they would learn and grow as they move forward. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to know everything. You just need to start. The truth is, the longer you wait, the harder it gets. The more you delay, the more comfortable you get in your excuses. You convince yourself that now isn't the time, that later will be better, that one day you'll get around to it. But one day is a dangerous lie. One day keeps you stuck. One day is how dreams die. If there's something you want to do, start today. Start with whatever you have. If you want to start a business, start researching. If you want to get in shape, go for a walk. If you want to learn a new skill, pick up a book. Stop waiting for some magical moment to appear. The moment is now. Most people never start because they think they need to be perfect, but perfection is an illusion. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be willing. Willing to try, willing to fail, willing to learn, willing to keep going. Because progress is better than perfection. Taking messy action is better than taking no action at all. The most important thing you can do is start. Take that first step. Even if it's small, even if it's uncertain, just take it. Because once you start moving, momentum kicks in. Once you take that first step, the second step gets easier, then the third, then the fourth. And before you know it, you've built something. Before you know it, you're in motion. And motion is what leads to success. Belief is everything. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. Too many people go through life doubting their own potential, talking themselves out of opportunities before they even try. They tell themselves they're not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough. But the truth is, the only thing stopping you is you. It's not your circumstances, it's not your background, it's not where you came from. It's your mind. If you don't believe you can do something, you won't even try. And if you don't try, you'll never know what you're truly capable of. The mind is powerful. Whatever you tell yourself every day, that's what you become. If you constantly tell yourself you can't, you'll never take action. But if you tell yourself you can, if you tell yourself you're capable, if you tell yourself you're built for this, you'll start acting like it. You'll start walking in confidence. You'll start seeing opportunities instead of limitations. The way you speak to yourself matters. The words you use shape your reality. If you keep saying, I'm not good enough, you'll find proof to support that. But if you say, I can figure this out, I'm getting better, I have what it takes, your mind will start working to make those words true. People who succeed in life aren't necessarily the smartest, the strongest, or the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to doubt themselves. They are the ones who push forward even when they don't have all the answers. They are the ones who trust themselves enough to take risks. It's not about having all the resources. It's about having the mindset that you'll figure it out. If you believe in yourself, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. A lot of people struggle with self-doubt because they've been told their whole lives that they aren't good enough. Maybe someone told you that you weren't smart enough to chase your dreams. Maybe you failed once and now you think failure defines you. Maybe you compare yourself to other people and convince yourself that you don't measure up. But none of that matters. Your past does not define your future. Your mistakes do not determine your worth. What matters is what you choose to believe right now. You can either believe in the limitations others put on you, or you can believe in your own ability to rise above them. Belief isn't about ignoring your challenges. It's about knowing you have what it takes to overcome them. It's about understanding that every successful person started somewhere. They weren't born with all the answers. They weren't handed success. They had to work for it. They had to fight through doubt, through obstacles, through failures. But the one thing they never did was give up on themselves. They kept believing, and that belief pushed them forward when nothing else did. You have to be your biggest supporter. You can't wait for other people to believe in you. You can't depend on validation from others to feel worthy. Because the truth is, not everyone is going to see your vision. Not everyone is going to support your dreams. Some people won't believe in you because they don't believe in themselves. Some people will try to bring you down because they're afraid of what you might become. That's why you have to believe in yourself first. You have to be the one who sees the vision even when nobody else does. You have to be the one who keeps going even when others don't understand. Self-belief is a skill, and like any skill, it has to be developed. You have to train your mind to reject doubt. You have to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. When that voice in your head says, you can't do this, you have to answer back, yes, I can. When fear tells you to quit, you have to remind yourself why you started. You have to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who push you forward, who encourage you to keep going. Because the environment you put yourself in affects how you see yourself. If you're around negativity, if you're around people who don't believe in themselves, it's easy to fall into that mindset. But if you're around people who are striving, who are pushing, who are growing, that energy rubs